Is it much further?
We'll reach Sukdal shortly, if those woodcutters by the forest weren't making it up. They look pretty frightened.
Maybe they were just in awe of your beauty.
My, you've got a silver tongue, eh?
Not that I want to contradict, but I think there might be another reason. Sigismund is riding roughshod over the country, so the people are cautious. I can't blame them.
If it was only Sigismund. The devil is just as bad.
I thought we'd sorted all this out. He's no saint, not by any means. But he is an ally of the king. My friend.
Who is?
The dry devil.
Lord Hinek of Kunstadt, Burgrave of Znojmo Castle. A great warrior, and at this moment a guest of the Lord of Sukdal.
He's a drunkard. And a dangerous, violent man.
Lord Peaceack,
I'll
good to
watch
see
him.
you. He's got
Don't
an
you
important
worry.
visit.
You always say that, and there's always trouble. How do you propose to watch a fella like that? He's mad.
Can you give it a rest? I don't need you insulting him before I get a word in.
Great. So I'm to keep my mouth shut, eh?
Say what you like, just don't go bugging the devil. At least for a while. That's all I'm asking.
What is this Sukdal place we're heading to?
The fortress of Lord Peaceack, Mint Master to King Wenceslas himself.
My word! And will a man of his stature see us?
We'll find out soon enough. But I hope Dry Devil vouches for us.
And what's your plan after that? We have to save Sir Hans.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. If it's not too late.
Hopefully it won't be. He's a noble, so they'll ransom him.
I don't know. His uncle has a reputation for being a pinch purse. Do you know him, Henry?
I know him. And I think I know why they say what they do about him.
Long last.
What's this? The gate's wide open.
Watered, fed, saddled, first thing. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Greetings. What's your business here?
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ, sir. I expect you're Peter Pisak. I'm Jan Žižka of Trocnov. I have an important message for your guest, Hinek of Kunstadt. Actually, for you two.
A message for the Dry Devil.
Well now, Captain Žižka and young Henry.
Margrave Jobs.
Sir.
I'm afraid your friend Hinek is no longer here. But I'd love to know what brought you two together. But also, what the hell happened to you?
Well, sir...
Unfortunately, I'm otherwise occupied at the moment. Get some rest. You're clearly in dire need of it. We'll talk tomorrow. Sir Peter, please, take care of our guests.
Yes, sir.
Let's go!
He's all we needed.
You must be tired and hungry after your journey. Follow me.
You have a very fine fortress, my lord.
I'm glad you think so.
You don't?
To be honest, I'd much prefer to go back to Kuttenberg.
Careful.
Life in a fortress isn't ideal for a man. With my experience.
And with your fortune.
Well, that gets worryingly smaller every day, Lord Trotsnov.
Hardly surprising if you're putting up the Margrave here.
No, that's more down to his Hungarian cousin, if you get my meaning. Whatever takes your fancy, my friends. You look like you've had a hard journey.
The journey wasn't so bad, especially compared to what came before it.
Where are you coming from, anyway?
From Trusky.
That's Sir Otto von Burgo's domain. What were you doing there, pray tell?
We were in a castle cellar, talking to an old acquaintance.
My God, how did that happen?
Simple. I'm in the service of Lord Sokol of Lamberg, same as Dry Devil, and I had a job to do around Trusky, if you get my meaning.
Absolutely. But it wasn't much of a success, was it?
Actually, it was pretty much. We even took a castle.
Well, more like a small stronghold.
And we nearly got von Berghoff, too.
And what prevented you from completing that righteous deed?
We had him in our grasp. We routed his company. And then that swine von Aulitz got involved.
I know that name. He's the commander of the Prague militia.
Exactly. And they came with him.
But why would the Praguers send forces to Trotsky?
But they didn't, sir. They weren't sent to Trusky, but here. They just stopped off to visit von Berghoff because he was in a tight situation. And they took him along with them.
Here? To my fortress? Christ almighty.
Not just here, but everywhere where King Wenceslas still has supporters.
And that's also one of the reasons why we're here. We came to warn you. It seems Sigismund's run out of patience. He's going to break the truce and finish off the rebellion while he still has time. So he's convened all his followers in Kuttenberg with von Berghoff and von Aulitz in the lead. It's just a matter of time before the battles begin.
We've got to secure the fortress quickly, stock up on supplies, reinforce the guard and drill the troops. But I'm grateful to you, friends. Wait here. I'll have the best wine I have brought to you. Bring that red from Burgundy right away.
You might want to save some for Jobst.
I'll gladly risk his displeasure for this occasion.
It seems we both have the same opinion of Jobst, eh?
Well, That is, I wouldn't dream of disrespecting the Margrave. Where do you know him from?
I don't really know him as such. We merely know each other due to my original trade.
Yes, I've heard of you. They say you used to be, well...
Yes, a bandit. It's no secret, sir. King Wenceslas even put a price on my head once. And Catherine here, she...
I'm sure that's of no interest to the noble gentleman. And anyway, if anyone knows Jobst well, it's Henry here. You two are quite on friendly terms, aren't you?
Well, we only met once, in fact. When he came to see Lord Hanush in Rattay.
Anyway, we're straying a little from the point. As I said, one of the reasons we came here is to warn you. And the other reason goes by the name of Hinnek, the Dry Devil. Where is he?
Well, he was here for a while, at my invitation.
Was here? So he's gone?
Where did he go?
I couldn't say. He didn't part quite on the best of terms.
That's quite normal for him. Don't take it to heart, sir.
I had no issue with him. It's more about Margrave Jobst. When he met Hinnek, he was somewhat disturbed.
Disturbed? Why?
Well, let's say, after an exchange of opinions, they agreed it would be best if they saw as little of each other as possible. I'm sure if you're interested in the details, the Margrave will explain it to you himself.
I'd be very surprised.
What do you think about all of this, sir? Sigismund, Wenceslas, Jobst?
What kind of question is that? Do you doubt my loyalty to our king?
No, that's not how I meant it.
Henry here sometimes forgets to weigh his words, sir.
That's all right. To be frank, we all know that King Wenceslas isn't the great man his father Charles was. But that is the way of the world. History is full of kings who didn't know how to wear the crown. The blood running in their veins is more important than what's in their heads. He's not a capable ruler. What of it? In my opinion, kingship is above all a guarantee of divine peace. A sovereign's greatest asset is his legitimacy.
But what if the sovereign is truly bad? If he's mad, say?
I'll put it this way. Nobody lives forever, lad.
Least of all bad kings. Isn't that right, sir?
So, what about us? What do we do now?
The Margrave will certainly want to talk to you, but the earliest he'll be back at the fortress will be tomorrow. I hope until then, you won't refuse my offer of a bed for the night.
Just an offer. So you'd let us leave if we wanted to.
Well, the Margrave did ask me to look after you until he returns, for the sake of security.
Whose security?
Good question. Yours, I expect.
So be it. I couldn't take another step anyway.
Sir, there's still one more thing we came for. Lord von Bergov is holding my lord, Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, hostage. And we also have to warn Jobst's ally, John of Liechtenstein. Do you know anything about those two?
Sorry, I don't. I didn't even know von Bergau had come here until you told me. And I've heard nothing about Lord Liechtenstein.
Which is actually good news. If he'd been caught and executed, the word would be all over the region. So there's a strong hope he's alive.
Thank you for the warm welcome, Lord Pisek.
It's the least I could do, lad. My fortress is open to all the king's supporters, even if that does make it a bit crammed.
I suppose I ought to get to bed. Where can I sleep, sir?
I had some chambers prepared for all of you. Yours is right here in the palace. Cross that corridor and go up the stairs. You can't miss it. There's a garland above the door. But first, eat your fill. All of you. And maybe you'd like to bathe before going to bed. I told my servant Susanna to prepare baths for you. The baths are in the little house in the courtyard, right next to the well.
Good afternoon.
Show me your wares.
Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
Lord Pisek said we could have a bath here?
Yes, sir. I prepared the hot water and fragrant oils myself. And I'll wash your clothes as well.
Thank you.
You needn't thank me, sir. And now, if you'll allow me, I'll help you undress.
A kind master, eh, doggy?
I'm sorry.
So you got your revenge? Father, did it make you feel any better? It did. So what comes next?
Mark von Aulitz is next. Then von Berghoff.
And is that what you really want, son? No matter how many people you kill, you can't change what's happened.
It's what I want.
Are you sure, Henry?
What's happening? Why are you waking me up? You again?
Yes, the Margrave is calling for you, sir. You and the other gent.
You mean Zizka?
I suppose. I don't know what his name is, but he's waiting down in the courtyard. I'm just on my way to tend to his wounds.
And what about Catherine?
That's the good wife who arrived with you? I don't know. I think I saw her with our captain.
Oh, very well. I'll go now.
Before you go, I brought you something for breakfast. In case you're hungry. Oh, have I been too bold?
No. Definitely not. Thank you. Do you need anything else?
No, sir.
So, why are you standing here?
You haven't dismissed me, sir.
Oh, I see. You may leave. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Dama. We aren't idle here. My man trained.
Lo, the worth Henry of Skalitz. I'm just holding a discussion with the captain here about his desolate fortress.
That's not how I'd put it. In the end, as my großvater said, the strength of a castle is measured by its garrison. And mine is one of the best in the region. What do you say, lad? Am I right?
Aye. I have to admit, the soldiers here look pretty fearsome. I wouldn't want to come up against them in battle.
I get the feeling you'd run instead of facing them, though. Eh?
Leave him be, meine Dame. Nobody with any sense would take on my men.
Now look here, I was just being polite. I'd happily take on your men.
Ach ja?
Do you fancy yourself a knight?
Come, Junge. We'll stuff your clothes with straw, so you don't come to any harm, and let you have a go against one of ours. Pulcock, come here! The first to bleed loses.
You're in a foul temper today, aren't you?
For fuck's sake. This bloody war's all we need. Our fields are ravaged.
Well, you haven't shown yourself to be very manly, Henry. Thank God I didn't make a bet with the captain.
Well, at least you don't have to go to confession. Gambling is the road to hell.
Don't worry about it, lad. Pulcock has the strength of a bull. He's not easy to defeat.
What?
Ah, nothing. Das ist egal. You know what? Take this shield to help you get over your defeat. At least you'll have something to hide behind. If you get into another fight, God forbid.
I better go and find Zizka. The Margrave is expecting us.
I saw Zizka next to the stables. There was some girl hanging around him.
Do you want to come with us to see Jobst?
Not really. I'll go and pack my things instead. I have a feeling we'll have to leave soon.
Why?
A woman's intuition.
I'm sorry.
What would you like?
What do you have for sale?
Maybe next time, then.
You have a kind master, eh, mutt?
I need to sharpen this.
I'm sorry.
And this scar, it's strange, crooked, like...
How are things, Captain?
What do you think? I've seen better days. And you, youngster?
Yeah, not so great. I'm feeling pretty battered.
Just wait until you've been through as much as I have.
Nah, don't say that. You still have your strength. A real man of iron.
A damned rusty one, I'd say. But enough chat. I see Jobst has returned to the fortress.
That's why I'm here. They're expecting us. I wanted to take Catherine along too, but she said she'd rather get the horses ready.
She's doing the right thing, and you better run ahead and greet the Margrave. I'll join you shortly.
What about that dry devil of yours? Did you find out where he went?
No, nobody asked him where he was going, but it seems they're hoping it's as far away as possible. I'm not surprised. If I know him, he wasn't the ideal guest.
At least Jobst might know where he is.
He might. To be honest, that's the only reason for talking to him.
Are you expecting trouble?
I always expect trouble. Jobst has turned coats more times than I can count, and the way things are...
Should I really?
So what? You already know him better than I do.
All right.
A bit odd, I suppose. But you must understand, I'm doing this for...
All right then. I'll be going then.
Henry. Where's Captain Zizka?
He got held up.
I received a report that von Bergov's banner is flying in the camp of my dear cousin Sigismund, so I assume the negotiations at Trotsky didn't go too smoothly.
No, sir. I don't have good news for you, I'm afraid.
Well, good or bad, I'm sure you have plenty to report. So what happened with von Bergov at Trotsky?
Bergov had no interest in our message. By the time we finally arrived at Trotsky, he'd already long since made a deal with Sigismund. But of course he didn't tell Sir Hans and me anything. And on top of that, he used us to do his dirty work. Everything went to hell in the end, and we ended up in a dungeon. Or at least I did. They took Lord Capon away. In fact, that's why we're here. We were following von Bergov's trail.
So I've heard. But I'd be interested to know the details. It's been some time since our meeting in Ratai, and now you appear here, by the side of a quite unexpected guest.
An unexpected guess?
Yes, of course, I've heard of Zhishka before, and of his unconventional ways of supporting our king. But I don't know where you know him from.
We met outside Trotsky, in rather complicated circumstances. We crossed swords. I think it's some Jan...
That would make
Forgive me, my lord, but how is it possible you don't know? Aren't you all on the same side?
Bear in mind that my dear cousin, His Majesty King Wenceslas, has many supporters, and each of them has their own ideas about how to defend him.
I understand.
On the contrary, it's all... If I could get them all together in one banquet hall, give them their fill of what... Let's move on. I heard something about a pillory and poaching.
Things went wrong right from the... Lord Capon and I were lucky to...
Von Berghoff refused to aid a nobleman in need.
Well, to be honest, Lord Capon didn't really look much like a nobleman. We were ambushed while bathing in a pond, and then we fled through the woods.
Ah, that must have been a...
You can't even imagine it.
I certainly cannot. In any case, are you sure there's nothing else?
Well, you should probably...
Who's he?
One of Sigismund's cronies. He was causing...
Ah, yes. Hanush and Radzig mentioned some such person.
They had to. They gave him the...
Yes. Well, it's actually quite heartening.
Well, no one let him go this time. He's dead.
Very good. From what I've heard, he was a bandit.
Isn't Zhishka a bandit too, though?
Zhishka is loyal to Wenceslas. So he's no bandit or cutthroat, but a faithful servant of our king. Carrying out resistance against his enemy. But let's move on.
That's all that happened, sir.
Truly. My court messenger and bearer of tidings, both good and bad, John of... By the way, you said you were in von Berghoff's dungeon. Tell me.
Well, they asked questions.
How did you prepare yourself?
Well, I mainly told them things I was pretty... Like that Radzig is a supporter of Wenceslas. But I don't think he expected anything more from a simple...
That's true. I must say, Henry, you've pleasantly surprised me. You can keep a... Thank you for the news. You're free to go if you want. But I would be... As soon as it's possible, you can join a legation heading for Rattay. I'm sure you already want to go home.
What? Go home? I can't. I have to rescue Sir Hans. I made a promise I'd protect him.
A noble thought. But you mustn't worry about Lord Capon. I'm sure von Berghoff has him trapped in a gilded cage.
But I made a promise, sir.
I understand, but honestly, Lord Capon is now safer than you or I. The most sensible course now is to wait for the ransom demand.
Margrave.
Ah, Captain Zhishka. Henry and I were just discussing Lord Capon.
Yeah, the Margrave thinks he's in no danger, and we should wait for a ransom demand.
As one does.
I wanted to talk to you about something else. I suppose you're wondering why your friend Hinnek, also known as the Dried Devil, isn't here?
Oh, there's plenty of gossip going on around the fortress. You and Pisek refused to grant him asylum.
Asylum is for those in distress, Captain. Hinnek came to burn and pillage. I have quite different plans.
And what might those be, Margrave? Sitting and talking while King Wenceslas rots in a dungeon. What would I expect? Not so long ago, You were conspiring with Sigismund against Prokop, your own brother!
It would be futile trying to explain to you the intricacies of the Luxembourg's dynastic politics. Let me just explain that that was what was called for in the situation. But I assure you that I am now acting in the best interests of this country and of King Wenceslas.
You're acting first and foremost in your own interests. Everyone knows that.
Strong words coming from a man who earns his bread by killing merchants on the road. No offense intended. I applaud your art. The pen is mightier than the sword, but there are times when it's vice versa. Enter!
All ready to leave now, sir?
Good. It's high time. I expect the captain was about to leave anyway. Are you not?
With pleasure.
And you, Henry?
Me? Well, sir, I made a promise.
I understand. I won't attempt to keep you here by force. But bear in mind, I have concluded a very fragile truce with Sigismund, which gives us time to get ready. And if anyone should disrupt my plans with headstrong acts of violence, there will be consequences. Grave consequences. I consider this matter closed. Farewell and good luck.
I get the feeling Yopes didn't make a great impression on you. Are we leaving?
Yeah. And Henry's going with us.
Wait, you'll help me find Capon?
Sure. But we'll need people for that. And information. Catherine, I've got a job for you.
Yes?
Go to Kuttenberg. Find out what happened to Liechtenstein. If anyone knows what's going on in this godforsaken country, it'll be him. In the meantime, we'll go and find Dry Devil and his band.
Good luck. I'd go all the way to Rome to spy if it kept me away from the devil.
Let's go! Stay close. The devil doesn't know you, but he should recognize me, even like this, unless he's too drunk.
What is your plan, anyway? Go from village to village, hamlet to hamlet, until we find him?
That won't be necessary. We just have to visit places where you can get booze.
Oh, so all the taverns and dens in the region?
If it comes to that,
I'm up for that.
don't get your hopes up. We'll have a bit. Here, listen to the local rumor mill, and if we don't find anything, we'll pay up and move on.
Where do we start?
I have heard of a place that's a favored meeting spot of bandits, poachers, and all kinds of scum. If I was looking for the devil, or at least someone who knows something about him, that's where I'd go.
Sounds like a good place to start. And if we find the devil, what then?
If we're really to step on Sigismund's toes, we need capable men. And the devil's capable. of anything, really.
I'm not sure what the three of us can achieve.
Hinek's not alone. He has the devil's pack.
Who?
That's what his band is called. They're exactly the sort of men we need.
And what do you have in mind when you say step on Sigismund's toes? What about Liechtenstein and Capon?
The same thing we did to von Berghoff. But don't worry. It's going to take a lot of time before we're ready. In the meantime, hopefully Catherine will find out where young Liechtenstein is hiding. If his spy network really lives up to the legend, he'll surely know where they're keeping young Capon.
I just hope Sir Hans is all right.
Why wouldn't he be? He's the Lord of Perkstein. He's of no use to them dead.
If I don't bring him back to Hanush alive, I might as well hang myself. Anyway, how much farther is it?
Still a long way to go. Shall we speed up?
Aye. The sooner we get there, the better.
We're here. I hope our journey doesn't prove to be in vain. Keep your hand on your hilt, Henry.
I warned you had it coming, you drunk!
Hang on. I didn't see it. Does feel better when I've had a drink. It's a gift from God.
Either you pay us back our coin, or you can leave your head with us.
You wouldn't get a groschen von Alternable, mine.
You're right about that.
I'd have a use for that turnip. But I can only pay for it with iron.
Shiska?
You turn on your heel and get going. If you value your life. You might have noticed there's more of us than you.
That can be fixed.
You should have prayed earlier. Now you're just wasting my time.
Do I have to pull you out of trouble again? I see you're still a drunkard.
It's good to see you too, Shishka. What happened to...
That doesn't matter now.
Huh? Who's that? Where's your old band?
You're looking at all that's left of it.
I see we have a lot to talk about.
That we do. Anyway, this is Henry. Henry, this is Kubienka.
Hiya, lad. And thanks for the help. You're handy with a sword.
Thanks.
Not that I couldn't handle them myself.
He would be one of the best archers north of the Alps, if he wasn't drunk or with one arm in the stocks all the time.
Shouldn't we leave before someone notices the corpses?
Easy, lad. This was the devil's den. If we behave ourselves, the innkeeper will just charge us a cleaning fee, and that will be that.
There will be plenty of time to get acquainted with the local customs. We're looking for the devil. Where is he?
Well, when I said we have a lot to talk about, now is the time. This is the innkeeper, Dreadlight.
Gentlemen, I won't have this. You're murdering my guests and making a mess.
They started it.
They've been drinking on credit for half a day. Who's going to pay for this now?
If you search their pockets and sell their weapons, that should cover it. And I have a feeling Kubienka here owed them some dice winnings.
I didn't cheat.
Pay him.
All right, then. What did I do to deserve you? Here you go.
Ah, I see you are a nobleman and a generous one at that. You didn't have to, but thank you. I'm much obliged. You don't need to worry about anything. We'll clear away the corpses, pour some sand on the blood, and no one will know what happened here.
That's nice of you. But leave us alone now.
Nobody will be looking for them anyway. Only the catchpoles would be interested in them. You might even get a reward.
Did you hear Lord Chishka?
Yes, I did. Of course. I'm leaving. Just call if you need anything.
Who's this devil fella of yours, anyway?
He's an angry, dangerous murderer. Someone you want on your side.
In a treacherous one time, he was besieging a castle, and when they refused to surrender, he dressed up as a begging hag. I still regret not being...
I was there. In fact, he kidnapped that hag's grandsons and told her he'd cripple them unless she let him in the castle. She opened the gate for him and...
Ha! Well, I could better the way devil tell it.
Is it just you and the devil here?
That's the problem.
What problem?
Well, I'm alone here.
Where's everybody else?
I'd like to know that too. When the devil was captured, they scattered. Some are dead, some ran for the hills. Some are probably holed up somewhere drinking.
What? The devil's been captured and that's how you tell me that?
How long has it been?
I've been sitting here drinking ever since it happened. So, maybe
a month? I haven't...
That's the thing. The devil's famous. Lots of people want him dead. But they won't give him... They want to send his soul to the Lord in a much... The devil is a proper bat.
What are they planning to...
The devil's got a fat price on his head. He's the most feared robber baron in Bohemia. There are several empty tents in Sigismund's camp, thanks to him. They really want to... They'll take him to their camp outside of town.
Who told you that?
When someone owes you a dice wager, they'll spill him what they don't know. They say the people of Kuttenberg can't wait to...
Do you know where they're keeping?
Why? The town guard took him.
Fuck.
My words. Otherwise, we would have gotten him. Not even a mouse can get him there.
If they're going to move him, that could be our chance. We'll wait for...
He will be watched by a dozen armed guards. We only...
I thought the devil would have at least 10 men. But other than that, it makes sense.
I was going to hire some muscle for help here.
More like I know you. But maybe we'll find someone. Can you think of anything else that might come in handy?
Well,
Have you got some?
Well, not on me. But maybe there are some...
Maybe?
Maybe. Surely. If I can remember where we...
What place is that?
This narrow gully with a nice curve that backs for something west of here.
Looks like there's still some sense left.
And what about me?
You'll go with Kubianka to get the hand cannons. He may be... Surely.
Great. At least I won't have...
Don't dilly-dally. And when you have them, keep an eye on him.
Hold your horse, or we'll never get the devil out of this. How did you meet Shishka anyway?
We tried to capture him, but he ambushed and captured us instead.
That sounds like Shishka. But that is how friendships for life are made.
With one of them in jail, while the other mocks them through the bars.
Actually, that's how I met my wife.
You have a wife? Where is she now?
Where could she be? Maybe rotting in the jail. I left her there on our wedding night.
Oh, if that's what you say.
Oh, come on, Henry. You must have some fun, even if you are about to hang. Do not frown. It does not suit you.
I'm not frowning. That's just how my face is.
My condolences, then. Especially to your family. If my wife gave birth to something like that, I wouldn't know whether to fetch a priest or a shovel.
You don't know shit about my family, so keep your mouth shut.
Or what?
Or... you'll see.
I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
You nearly got killed just now, yet you're stirring shit again.
Oh, well, I cannot help myself. Life's to be lived, and the body's to go to the grave properly fucked up. So I take it easy. As they say in Latin, carpe diem.
So you're a mercenary, cutthroat, swindler, drunk, and on top of that, a philosopher?
I'm a man of many. You know what?
A man of many debts and drinks.
Oh, come on. You do not even know me. We will get to know each other once we have a drink together. Speaking of which, would you have a drop on you?
No.
Fuck. I never ride out without some supplies. I don't know if I can stand it.
A few more stupid jokes and I'll plug your gob. But it won't be with booze.
You are very lucky to be with Shishka, that you saved me.
I'm starting to regret it.
That's why I like you. We will have so much fun together. I feel it in my bones. But we better pick up our pace. I need to piss. Piss on my boots or trip over. Almost done. Oh, not done yet. Finally. Camp is near. There's a path about the stream leading to it. Also some big rocks nearby.
Run!
Maybe by the stream, or right in it. No, that's not it. Oh, we were drunk, but we're not that stupid. Although, maybe Janos and Ed are. One time, they decided to rob some merchant because we were running out of food and drink. They found one and decided to follow him until he arrived at a suitable place. They followed him almost all the way to Sigismund's camp. So throwing guns in the water actually sounds like them. Hey lad, come here!
What are we gonna do now?
Well, welcome to our camp. It's
this mess.
Hey!
So where are the cannons?
We hit something down below, and something is buried.
Don't you remember where you put them?
Well, I have a rough idea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
One of those places. Let's look at all of them.
We're gonna dig through half the forest.
Nonsense. I'll walk around, get my bearing. Anyway, we need a shovel. There used to be one by...
Which one is that?
The one made of leaves. He was so proud of it.
Come on then.
I told you I would find it right away. Now just dig it up and we are done.
Won't you give me a hand? It'll go faster if you help.
I am helping you. I found you the best place. We were as drunk as fiddlers when we buried it. But this place seems really familiar. Before that, we had to bury old Lodil, and we had to fortify ourselves.
I was a fool to think this would be easy.
So, I was wrong.
So you're digging the next one?
Listen, lad.
Just tell me you didn't throw those hand cannons in the water.
Of course not. Look at that basket over there.
What about it?
The cannons are not there, but there is something better. Booze. Be a lovely lad and fetch it.
Why don't you go yourself?
The water is cold and the bottom is slippery. I do not want to get wet.
But if I get wet, that's all right, eh?
Not just all right. Downright splendid.
Why not?
Good boy.
I found something in the basket.
Beautiful.
You can take all of...
Are you feeling
I'm starting to feel like shit.
All right. At least... Right. Enough playing around. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. Just like the last time. Ah, so this is the grave of poor Lodiel. I was sure we buried him elsewhere.
Ugh. What stench.
Why? He did not smell much better when he was alive. Oh, well. God grant him eternal life. Some soap.
What about us?
If Lodiel is here, then I reckon I know where the hand cannons are. So, this is it.
Don't tell me you've lost your way.
Oh, please. Me? Never! I found it.
Don't you want to dig the last hole yourself?
I'll tell you something, Henry. There are two kinds of people. Those who work and those who watch. Both are equally important. See? I told you I knew exactly...
God, why are you punishing me?
Oh, don't cry. We have more...
Will you take the cannons? Right.
Let's go.
I'd rather go with you.
Mount up then.
I think I've heard that one before. To hell with the hand cannons. Don't you want to get on the road and sing to the convoy? They'd bleed out of their ears and we'd be done.
Bring on the barrels, the roll of the wretches. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much. Talking and boozing and fucking. Talking and boozing and fucking. Bring on the barrels and roll up the wretches. There's nothing better than a nice pair of titties. That doesn't rhyme much.
We have the hand cannons.
How did it go? Any trouble?
It went smoothly.
That's right. My memory's like,
Civ?
See how well we understand each other.
What's the plan?
We wait. We'll position ourselves on the flanks, and when they pass, we'll attack.
Why are the wagons standing there? I was hoping we would block the road with a tree or something.
Look what I managed to find. A true march of the maimed. If they had to cut down a tree, they'd chop off their own limbs. We at least took a wheel off. It looks less suspicious, and the convoy will have to stop anyway.
Oi, fuck, but...
But what?
I would put it a little further back, so they will not see it until they are right next to it.
Ah, look who's thinking. And what then?
Then we rise with the hand cannons and blast the bastards to smithereens, from above.
What a load of rubbish.
What rubbish? It is like a battlement, but on a wagon. You get it right? Haha.
Shut up. We'll do it my way.
Make up your minds. It's hard to say how much time we have.
So, Kubienka, take half of the men and go over there. The rest will stand on the other side.
Where will I go?
You'll stay here with me.
And then what?
We'll wait for them to arrive. And then...
Are we there yet? No, how many fucking times have I told you? Are you deaf?
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Pay no attention to him, Rupert.
Got to hold me up in irons. You can't even show me a grain of human decency.
Paul!
What the fuck?
Damn. There's more of them than I was expecting.
We can't back out now. Let's blast at them and seize the advantage.
Oi! You two! Get that wreck off the road.
Not to worry, Honorable Sir. We're working on it. To the task!
Matilda!
Fucking hell! My leg, damn it! You idiots!
Yeah, that was just a warning shot. Surrender, or the next one will go straight through your guts.
So next time, will you hit the mark?
I'd rather settle it without bloodshed.
That's easy. Surrender, and none of you will be harmed. Until you hang alongside the devil, that is.
The only one surrendering will be you.
Oh, really? Rupert, bring that bastard to me. And you, arrest the others. If they resist, just kill him.
Halt! Not another step, or...
Oh, what? Are you gonna shoot at the sky again?
Listen to me carefully. If you don't surrender, we'll shoot you to pieces.
Oh, shit. There's better.
That's not true.
Oh, man. And you're hiding in the forest with all the... Have at them.
Hey!
Oh, you! Ooh.
Light them up.
You're not match for us, fucker!
You never saw that coming.
Fucking
You were never alone.
for us.
Too slow.
Dead! Now I'll have you! Go to hell! I'll kill you. I'll rip your Now you're finished. That one's had it. Is that what you call fighting like a man?
You're still standing.
Come on, then!
Now I'll shoot you dead.
No mercy!
Now you're finished. You are a pig dog.
Come on, son!
Oh, no match for us, fucker!
Nice strike.
Yeah! I got him! Now you're mine, you bastard! Shit! Yeah! I'll be your bloody boat! Hey! Come on out with this bastard! Get here! Yeah! Fucking pay you back! Let him have it! Take cover! You little swine!
Nice strike.
Now I'll have you! How much for his shoot! Don't kill him! This one's mine! Don't aim like this, sir.
Amen to you.
We should get out of here, don't you think?
The sooner we're gone, the better. Welcome back, Hinnick.
If it wasn't for you, I'd still be getting worked over by those bastards in Sigismund's camp. You saved my arse, fellas. Although, I have a second hole in it now because of you. Ouch!
That was an accident. I couldn't hit you that well, even if I wanted to.
That would be a shame. We'd be hard-pressed to find another horseman like him.
Spare me the flattery. It's enough you thought I was worth saving. Warms the cockles of my heart.
Don't thank me until you know what we're up to.
Ha ha! I knew there was a reason you rescued me. What's your plan?
We need to find John of Liechtenstein and finally rescue Lord Capon.
Who the fuck are they?
You'll learn that soon enough. But we have more important things to attend to. First things first, Henry. How are we doing, Devil? Do you have some kind of
hideout? Our old camp.
Don't insult our home.
Shush!
Here? For all to see?
This here hole is far from town. And has such a bad rep. As long as you're paying, old Treadlight will say this place has everything we need. And people who come...
And there are no fleas.
Furthermore, it's called the Devil's Den.
All right, have it your way. Henry, but back to the point, Devil.
My people?
No, he...
That's too bad. Oh, they fuck...
We'll have... But first you should go and see Catherine. See if she's settled in and... if she's... all right. She said she'd try...
You're not coming with me?
Does that bother you? What?
All right.
I don't know about these two, but I'll be having a rest.
But we don't have time for that. We need more people. The three of us could just about make an infamous cabbage.
Forget it. It hurts like you shot off one of my arse cheeks. I can bear...
At least tell me what happened to your infamous devil's pack.
Yeah, I'd like to know that, too. Where are they, Kibienka? Why didn't you...
You gather a band of criminals, and then you are surprised.
So, nobody's left?
Some might return now that the devil is back.
Well, if they're not already swinging on the gallows...
How will you find them? They could be anywhere.
We'll have to search for them. Will you help us, Henry?
I reckon I don't have a choice.
I'll like that boy.
At least tell him where to find the bastard.
I'd love to. But I don't even know who survived.
Not many of us are left. Yano, I reckon they are gorging themselves somewhere.
What about Bahuta and his brother?
Slavik died, Bahuta took it badly. He's not coming back.
Fuck.
Henry may be able to convince him.
I doubt it, but he can try.
Do we have anyone else?
Well, there's Matthew and Roniak.
And that's all.
We could also try those rebellious farmers who are fighting against...
I don't want any dirty peasants. I want my...
In that case...
Well, you've only given...
Come and see...
I'll visit the sooner...
What is...
I'll tell you... Henry!
Why do they call you the Dry
Why do they call you?
But they don't call...
All right, and my... Nah, it's certainly that name wouldn't scare her.
How do you know?
He saved me. I thought we were...
What did he get for?
First thing he got was a... And after we...
How long have you known?
It's been a while.
So you were his commander?
That's water under the... I don't give a shit.
Ah. All right, then.
Based on what you two have been. When everything is fucked.
How are you...
Well, I didn't really... Can't...
It was just...
Yeah, I was... And between...
Earlier, you met...
Aye.
We could use...
I agree. But Siska was against it. You saw it
So?
Well, I'm not going to... From what I know, they mostly hang around Miskovitz.
Password?
Fuck. What was it? The fox is...
How did you learn?
When Dry Devil's band broke up, I was... Then this one to some old woman...
So, I'm supposed to...
We have plenty. I have tried telling...
All right. What will you do now?
We'll give it some thought and see. Hopefully we'll know better when you...
Aren't you worried?
Do you think I should?
I don't know, but when you're stalking...
No one forced Catherine. Remember how...
Aye, but...
Catherine...
Who is this Kubi?
We were defending a car...
Can he be trusted?
Aye. He's not... Did you see what...
You mean how they want...
Aye.
What should I know?
Certainly not. He's as twisted as a hangman.
I heard he's a no.
He's the captain of Znojmo. He has a foul...
What draws you to...
We're both different. When thing...
Will you be spending the night?
Seems that way. Do you have a room for us? At least for a few days.
But of course. We have 2 free rooms just upstairs. I'll have them cleaned up.
Don't even bother cleaning them, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's trouble with demons. There was a great tragedy one time. The ground collapsed.
And there's talk that maybe they'll let you into that. And then Smolka came. She's the one who runs. She said that he want. You know how it is.
Was he a fucking pig? Who was this
The way Smolka described him to me, I've seen a few.
So what did he...
The girl I went to...
Have you any idea what...
Rumor has it.
I'll take care.
I'm glad to hear. When you're done with... And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. I'll have a look.
Thank you, and take care.
You said you were going to...
Didn't you say you wanted to find this Liechtenstein?
I changed my mind.
Anyway, only a few fellas, as far as I know. And maybe...
Tell me about...
Well, but he and his...
It sounds... But you said it...
Yes, he dropped...
Where can I...
At the rectory in...
Did you ever...
Yeah.
You think it'll be...
Look.
I'll go...
What big was slop?
Now tell me some...
The name may be salsa.
And where do I...
I hear there may be the...
If he's... So...
Nah.
What about...
Well...
What about the rest of the band?
Of course. That leaves Janos, Ada and Raniek. I don't know...
Who is this...
Oh, that's easy. He's called Ada because he can't... He's... What other...
Do you know where he...
I have no...
How am I supposed...
Yes, you do. You must...
Tell me more about...
Raniek. Oh,
how did he get that?
How do you... But he wouldn't...
Did you ever see him?
Oh, just... but either way.
Do you have any idea how...
Oh, I don't know. It is possible.
Tell me about...
Yeah, not.
And how did he get him?
Not at all. He was having... But if you knew...
I'm already...
Yeah, not.
I just love life like he does. No one knows.
As you say, you never...
How can I recognize this?
Like I said, he looks a bit like a human where you talk to him.
Thanks.
They may sound like... Quick!
Ja!
Quick!
Go!
How are things at home? Calm down a bit? Aye, the celebration is over and done with. Everything's going well.
Go!
Whoa!
What do you need, my friend?
How's life been treating you, innkeeper?
They drink so much ale.
So?
So, I'm not the type of innkeeper to get an inn.
What's new around?
Well, Zadmira Blacksmith had one too many a while back and told me some. His wife was having an affair with Tomlin Brutons from Horsham. Then she sent her Zadmir to rough Tomlin up. I've no idea how things are between them. Strange thing is, that you don't mention it to Zadmir though. But you could ask Kona, his wife. You might. And I also know Zadmir the Blacksmith finally got himself a new apprentice. He was cursing for ages that he couldn't find anyone. Maybe he'll be satisfied now. I also heard there are some disputes among the miners. I don't know what it's about, but I heard it has something to do with their traditional... If you're interested, go and see the foreman Vlak in the Black Horse and...
Interesting news. What's life?
We live the best we could. Silverwood, if only... Never mind.
Show me your...
Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
Praise be Jesus Christ.
Now and for...
Excuse me.
That's right, I am. If you're here to right old wrongs,
I don't need to right any wrongs.
he is free. And he's... Anyway, tell him I'm deaf...
I'd like to find...
Just Ranyek.
What did he want?
He was begging me for some coin. He said he had a game in Pshitoki, as always.
Raniek.
That fella will... He won a...
Do you know where I could...
Last time he told me...
Thanks. Why don't you want to go?
I want to reform myself. To redeem... There is no way...
I'll be on my way.
Hold on. While you're here, we can pray. God knows he needs it.
We can.
Every soul can look at me. But I learned that it was the wrong way.
Why all of a sudden?
Come pray with me and I'll tell... Hey, how did you get involved with the devil anyway?
By accident. It was thanks to Jan Žižka.
So, you know Žižka too. Where from?
It's a long story. But if you came to the Devil's Den, I'll tell you all about it over a beer.
Nice try, lad, but I'm staying away from the drink. It's just not worth it. What do you think of the devil anyway?
I trust Žižka to know what he's doing. He knows the devil pretty well.
Žižka is slightly less of a bastard than the devil. I don't know how he can stand him. The ends justify the means, I suppose. When your neck is on the line, you'd better be sure those two bastards are worth it.
Where did you say you wanted to pray?
Right here. At my brother's grave.
Is that Slav?
You know my brother's name?
Aye.
Aye. We were in the band together. But the priest...
Was that important to you?
It was. When Slavik was killed and the Father Havel put a roof over my head and showed me together with...
This is where you want to pray for the devil?
Here is where I found reconciliation and peace of mind.
Don't you want to...
That's not up to me. He has to help him.
Too bad.
I thought you said you wanted to pray.
Oh.
Yes. Aye. But it's Latin. Pater Noster. Advente... Your turn now.
You're saying it wrong. Pater Noster. Qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum. Adveniat regnum tuum. Fiat voluntas tua. Sicut in cielo et in terra.
All right, I know the rest. Panem most room.
Pan...
Quo... Are you... I won't have any more... I'll show you! Useless! Fucker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! See what you did?
Me? You're the one who attacked...
You provoked me. It's clear you were cast in the same mold as now. Leave me alone.
Go! Die! Go! Go! Quick!
Whoa, whoa.
Ka! Ka! Go! Go! Ja! Quick! Come on!
Whoa, whoa.
Go! Quick! Ja! 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 Quick!
Oh,